Let's just put it that way. It really is. You just want to fight already. Why are we standing here in front of each other? Can we do this now?
All right, this fight clock is brought to you by Toyo Tires, official tire of UFC. Josh Emmett in black pressing forward. Ilia Topuria shelled up in red.
Emmett started really quick. A lot of times when you get these young guys, you got to show them right away they don't belong. It seems like Emmett's trying to do that with Topuria.
Well, also by doing that coming first, it gives Topuria a feel of the speed, the timing, the power. And Topuria is also making reads by eating those shots on his arms.
You want to make him feel like, hey, I will not take a back step to you. This is where I live and where I operate. You're trying to make your way here.
Right. I think the weapons for Topuria are going to be that left uppercut, that left jab, and his left hook. That lead hand is so good for him. Obviously, he's got a great right hand as well, but that left hand, I think, is going to give problems for Emmett if he uses it a lot.
Emmett needs to be very careful with lunging. And on his blitzes, he's got to keep everything real tight because of shots like that.
Next Saturday, hits keep on coming at the UFC Apex. Strickland and Magomedov in the middleweight main event, 7 Eastern on ESPN next Saturday for UFC Fight Night.
See, you saw already that Topuria's made the read on Emmett's jab. He came over the top with the right hand, over the top of Emmett's jab. When you see that land, you know he's got the timing of Emmett's lead hand now.
Topuria rips the body and then retreats. Emmett repeatedly acknowledged respectfully that Topuria has excelled being the hammer.
Yep.
Just trying to make him the nail tonight.
Josh trying to show him that right away with the power shots. Beautiful left hook there landed for Emmett. He's got to be very careful dipping his head though. Topuria has a nasty uppercut.
It's a big right hand for Topuria. Perhaps the most significant strike on either side thus far.
Yeah, the difference in the punching here is the hand speed and the combinations. When you see Emmett throw, it's hand speed in one big punch, whereas Topuria is able to get leverage on 2-3 punches in the pocket.
Good little shovel uppercut there to the body by Topuria. Emmett just out of range with that combination.
Topuria does a really good job of keeping his hands in the right place. Always up tight. He's landing that jab on Josh. Already starting to see some swelling on the left eye of Emmett.
Yeah, that jab is going to get everything going for Topuria.
And that is some pretty significant swelling under that left eye of Josh Emmett. He's been slipping a few times tonight.
Yeah, he has.
He's just throwing everything he has, a little off balance, and look at the difference in striking with the balance from the way the punches are being thrown.
All right, let's check in with the coach, Dean Thomas, here at the 2-minute mark of round 1.
You guys are absolutely correct. Topuria is doing a great job of turning this into a straight boxing match. His hands are in position, and he's starting to really look like a boxer out here. If I'm Emmett, I'm trying to get him out of that position, so I'm going to start throwing kicks and shooting some takedowns to get him out of that position where he is comfortable. So Emmett needs to change some things up.
And even if the takedowns aren't successful, Dean, just give him something to think
Just get him
about.
out of position because he's in such a great position, he can't get his punches off.
You know, in the last fight, Josh Emmett got beat on kicks. This time he's a little behind on the boxing. Yair Rodriguez really took it to him with all the body kicks early.
Right.
Topuria's doing that same thing with the hands.
The Topuria corner is preaching patience and a high guard. He has really excelled early, working off that jab. Now the leg kick for Topuria.
Good for Emmett to start letting those kicks go. It just takes a lot of energy. And see how wide his stance is, and he's leaned over his front knee, and that's why it's so hard for Emmett to kick.
Well, Dean was right. Get Topuria out of thinking it's a boxing match. Like that, he's got to be throwing those kicks.
That's heavy. Topuria fast with the counter, just out of range. Emmett swelled up pretty quickly tonight. We've documented all of his trials and tribulations back in 2018 after the Jeremy Stevens fight. Had that internal fracture of his orbital floor, multiple facial fractures. But this man is nothing if not tough, physically, mentally, and otherwise.
One of the areas where Josh struggled a little bit was not being able to be consistent and active. That's why he wanted to get back in the octagon quick and keep a more busy schedule going forward.
He's much better when he started mixing in those kicks. It made a huge difference.
Oh, yeah.
huge difference.
All right, both guys had their moments in round one. Back to Jacksonville in 30 seconds.
Josh.